What's good, everybody? It's your girl Tsunami back with another video. New to channel, subscribe now. Like good shit you already know. You already know. Have you ever sat and went to a restaurant? You took a good look around your surroundings. You look left, you look right, and you notice that almost every kid has a tablet in their face, a phone in their face. Like, why is kids having full-blown iPhones in second and first grade, and especially having apps like TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and it clearly says when you sign up for an account, you have to be 18. Why is nobody taking this seriously? And that is what I came up with the conclusion that 90, I'm not going to say 90, a good 75 to 80% of kids nowadays have tablet kid syndrome, aka TPS. You're probably wondering, tablet kid syndrome, is this something scientifically? No, this is something I came up with and I discovered based on the situation experiences I've been in. As a mother of a 9-year-old, public school is not for me. Why I doing everything as I can as a mom to protect the toxic ass social media culture that we all live in today. The phone culture. My daughter don't have a phone. She has a laptop that I want to monitor, and she don't got no damn iPad or a tablet. She had one when she was younger, but she broke it after that. Reason being, these kids are out of fucking control. Like, I remember my daughter coming home from school, and I don't know, I said something, and she said, "Ooh, come get your baddie chain."
Huh?
Baddie chain? What do you know about baddies? I watch baddies when your ass is in your bed sleep. What the fuck do you know about baddies? Oh, the kids at school. And that's when I knew, oh, these kids are watching baddies with their parents. Oh, nobody's really watching what these kids watch on social media. Oh, these kids got a fucking phone in their face. And even though they have a kid's account, they're still showing adult content. You know what that equals? You know what that results in? Children thinking that they're grown. Children moving like they're grown. And that's a problem. And that's something my daughter will not be a part of. Not on my watch. So you're probably wondering, what is tablet kid syndrome? Let me explain something to you real quick. Tablet kid syndrome isn't just about tablet. It's not really about screen time. It's about a pattern that's become normalized in modern parenting, where the device becomes the parent. Instead of you parenting your child, correcting their wrong behaviors, putting them in extracurricular activities, you just buy expensive tablets. The tablet is parenting your child. The tablet is teaching your child. The algorithm, and no matter if you have a kid's account or not, is still a funnel for kids to be submerged in adult toxic social media culture. There's no reason kids in third grade should know anything about baddies. There's no reason why kids in third grade is telling each other to square up. There's no reason why kids in third grade are talking about adult things that they should have no idea what is. And they're over there educating my daughter, and I've been doing my part. It's about the tablet raising and putting and planting seeds in your child's head, and you having no idea the seeds are there. That's tablet kid syndrome. I'm not here to shame. I'm not perfect at all, like I said. I made so many mistakes. I'm a young mom. I had my daughter when I was like 17. I know life is hard, bills piling up. We all exhausted. I get it. However, with the amount of resources we have today, there's no reason why. There's no type of censorship no more. And they're getting away of all these teen spaces where kids can go and be a teen. It's like they're going from what? Babies into straight adults. We have to be honest about what the long-term effects of tablet syndrome is going to be, tablet kid syndrome. All right, I got the facts right here. According to the National Institutes of Health and the American Academy of Pediatrics, children between 8 and 12 spend an average of 4 to 6 hours per day on screens. Teenagers up to 9 hours, 9 hours a day on a screen. And a major study that the National Institutes of Health found that children who spend more than 2 hours a day on screens lower on thinking and language tests. 2 hours. And these kids are getting like 9 hours in a day. Keep that in mind. What studies don't capture is what I want you guys to hear, the effects. It's not about the effects, it's the content that they consume on a daily basis that makes them act out. The thing about it is, why, as you as a parent, allowing your kid to have a personal Instagram or TikTok that you don't even know the password to? You know that's how kids get taken, right? Human trafficking, a pedal's dream. A child with a grown account they're not supposed to be having, and the parent that has no access to it. About the kids that just straight up make a new Instagram account every day. I remember I was walking, me and my daughter went to the store the other day. It was like 90 degrees. Everybody was outside. We was walking past the park. I seen kids, they had to rally. They didn't even look like they made it in high school yet. In middle school, in the swing set area, with the phone recording, I don't know if it's a TikTok, And she was literally on her knees, legs eagle spread open, twerking. What? And y'all think for 1 second my daughter is going to be around that? You're smoking. I'm parenting the kids. They think sending them to school, giving them a phone, and buying them shit is parenting. It's not parenting. You're not teaching them any values. You're not teaching them any morals. You're not teaching them nothing. And that's just facts. And I'm not judging parents. Again, like I said, it's just the things I've been seeing, especially in big cities like New York City. I can't speak for the suburban moms or the country moms because I haven't been down there like that. But what I've been seeing in New York City from these badass kids, and I thought my generation was bad. And slips in front of grown men looking for attention. Well, excuse me? Anyways, let's get back to the facts. Children's brains are like sponges, and the more they consume certain types of content, it affects their behavior and the way they see life. And plus, another thing with schools nowadays, say you got like 60 tablet kid syndrome kids running around a public school. Even the ones that are protected, that don't have phones, not immersed in adult culture, will eventually start taking on the things that they learned from these tablet syndrome ass kids, tablet kid syndrome. Like they're gonna eventually start taking on their persona and bringing it home with them, and that's what I saw my daughter, and I had to nip that in the bud. Excuse me, what they do in their house, you don't do that here. You and they're them. I feel bad for the teachers. I saw a teacher, a male, and he was crying like because the students, I think he was like high school, middle school, made a AI video of him doing nasty stuff, and it was passed around the whole school because they are such tablet kid syndrome as kids. They're even bullying the teachers. Don't get me wrong, we will roast teachers all day. But when you start doing AI shit and then making it sexual and shit, you're taking it to another layer that it don't need to be. Back in my day, we just call you beanhead ass nigga and keep it pushing. Like they take all of it to school around kids that don't even act like that and is not exposed to that, making them exposed to their toxic ass tablet syndrome ways. You know how many educators in the New York City DOE is leaving? It's got that bad. I hate to say this, but they need to know shame. A lot of these children don't know nothing about shame because they're like, oh, everyone should be accepted as they are. No. If something's bad, they need to know it's bad. Stop putting a band-aid over bad behavior. You have to clean it first, then put the band-aid on. You feel me? What we can do to get rid or decrease the amount of kids with tablet kid syndrome. First, guard all your kids' account, knows what your kid is watching, monitor what your kid is watching. The YouTube that she watches is connected to the one on my phone. I watch and I can see what she's watching, and so I can nip in the bud whether she's watching what she's supposed to be watching or she's not. Number 3, bring back boredom. Stop when their kids is not outside in the outside world, take their fucking phone. Put them in extracurricular activities. You throwing a phone after school is not doing anything. Put them in a fucking a sport. Let them learn an instrument. Take them somewhere. Like everything does not have to be phone based. You don't know what it's like to be bored for once. Boredom is good. Boredom sparks creativity. You feel me? Tablet kid syndrome is real, bro. And it's getting more real by the day. You don't have to believe me right now, but watch in 5 years when you realize that these kids are just getting to puberty and becoming young adults immediately with no type of teen phase or no type of experiences that normal teens would usually have. If you keep ignoring it, you're gonna raise, well, it's gonna be bad. Share what's on you to hit because a lot of these people are in denial. They really are. They just think, oh, my kid just likes stuff. No, you know what he watches? Do you know what they be saying in these group chats? These kids know about sex. There's too much going on. And you know what they say? You put a rotten orange in a basket with other oranges, it's going to rot faster. So what's the solution? Take the orange away from the rotten ones. And I know that sounds harsh, and I know that's not what everyone thinks. But sometimes you cannot change people unless they want to change themselves. If it's a kid and the parent is enabling their behavior, regardless of what you say or the steps you take to help that child, if that parent is not on board, the kid ain't going to change because they say, my mom don't care, my dad don't care. Let me explain my experience. Not too long ago, my daughter was in school, right? And a kid threatened to shoot her. And the principal didn't know about it until a day later when the teacher decided to tell them a day later. So they called the police. He called me and told me what happened. I'm like, huh? And the police came to school, interviewed those children. But at the end of the day, it was a day later. So what if the kid actually came the next day with the gun? What now? And that's when I knew this. I'm like, oh no. Because before my daughter was telling me how they was being mean to her and stuff like that. I'm like, all right, you got to learn how to defend yourself, stand up for yourself. You know, you can't just run from every fucking problem. And then she said the kid spit on her. I went to school, cursed everybody out. Okay, and then last and final straw, a kid threatened to shoot her, and then the police getting involved, making reports. I'm out. Clearly, it's some delinquent ass kids in that shit that's not being raised, and those being raised by their tablet, aka tablet kid syndrome. I usually don't get personal, especially on my daughter, but this needs to be really talked about because it's really happening. Exposed to adult language, content, behavior, toxic relationship dynamics, violence, hypersexualization. They go to school and bring that shit to kids that's not exposed to it. No, I don't even play like that at all. I really don't. Like, oh, we're gonna put. If you didn't protect her the first time when she was being bullied, you didn't protect her the second time she got spit on. If you didn't protect her when she got threatened with a gun, why should I trust you again? I gave you 3 chances, and I feel like that alone was too much. I feel like that alone was too much. No, because what if that kid came the next day with a gun? Then what? You can't. She needs to be around other kids. You can't shelter her forever. Duh, she can be around other kids, not those delinquents. I know a lot of people feel like, especially in New York, that they have no other option. You have options. They just don't let it be known to you because the state gets a fat check for all these kids going to public school and not learning anything. Make shit up. She wasn't learning shit at all. What you do today? She makes shit up. Now she can actually tell you what she learned. And I straight told the school administration, I told all of them, y'all gonna have to find somebody else. I just want to make this video to let all the parents that actually are watching and raising their children that you don't have to put your kid or keep your kid in an environment that's clearly detrimental for their mental and educational health, their overall well-being. People and kids get easily influenced. Kids could take on pieces of other people's that they learn in school's personality and bring it home, and you're like, who the fuck are you? A parent's instinct, even though and don't think these school administrators have your best interest at heart. They don't. They just want to make sure as much kids is in their fucking school so they can keep getting the funding they're getting and keep their job. They don't give a fuck about your kid for real. That's another thing I noticed throughout this whole experience. Nobody protecting my daughter, and then they try to villainize me for protecting her. And I straight told her, I'm gonna protect my daughter no matter what. I already spoke to the administration. You want to take it there? We can take it there. Anyways, if this video resonated with you, leave a comment, share, tell me your story. And if you're new, subscribe because we keep it real all day, every day. My daughter's fine. If you guys was wondering what happened and that she's fine now, it's your gut instinct. Don't put your kid in danger because they want funding. Fuck them hoes. Anyways, I love you guys. See you in the next video. Stay safe.